Hi guys, Cynthia here, and today we're going to do an updated garden tour. If you can see behind me, I started doing the rock removal, but I'm going to show you. So I'm kind of under the cover of my garage because it's flippin' snowing. It is the end of March and it's snowing. It's one of those things where you're like, we're close, we're gonna be there, it's gonna happen, and then the weather turns. All right, so I'm gonna flip you around and I'm gonna take you to the tree line. I'm gonna show you the rock situation, and then I'm gonna take you to my veggie garden and show you like the daffodils that are coming up. Nothing's blooming, but just a lot of exciting things that are coming up, and I'm going to take you through my plants. Alrighty, let's get started. Alrighty, so first I want to show you what I've done. I have been videotaping this whole process, so I will show you it at its full completion. My plan is to hopefully get this dug up and flattened a little bit more and then cardboarded, and then we can get a bed in here. And I'm thinking about doing a bed that is like 6 by 2.5 or maybe 3 deep. I want to be able to take up a good portion of it and then possibly plant along the sides. But this is the problem why we had to get rid of the rocks. You can see there's just like lots of weeds that get stuck. And what's kind of cool is that there's a daffodil, which I'm going to dig up and put somewhere else in the garden. But there is progress. These rocks, these giant boulders, are so heavy. I brought all the flat ones over to the back of the garden, which I will show you. And, oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and show you the blackberries that we are going to take out. We're going to take out this whole section, and you'll see exactly why. Trying not to show my neighbor's property, but I want to show you the blackberries because the blackberries are what is leaving. It is this entire patch here. This entire section is going. So you can see that reasons why is that there's a lot of space in here that has nothing, and trash gets stuck in here, and it's just so frustrating. And I am going to do blackberries again, but just not these. You can see that these have the wildest thorns. They're terrible. They taste delicious, but they're terrible, and it's really hard to get in here. So what we're going to do with this space is we're going to take out our chain link fence here and just cut this all back. And we're going to do it soon so that it's easy to manage. And then we're just going to have someone come in and just grind everything out and cardboard, mulch, and put evergreens and do a very large hydrangea bed here. Let me show you the tree line next. The tree line is a bit of a mess. We just started cleaning out the tree line. The whole house, if you can imagine, was a disaster. So you can see, I mean, there's just like bricks and stuff right there that we're going to remove this year. And you can see that that tree's dead and down. It's just, there's a lot. But you can also see that I've been trying to do something back here. I have all of these hydrangeas. So these are all hydrangeas that I'm going to put in the new space just because they're not getting enough light here. But I also planted a ton of gorgeous daffodils, and I have a ton of alliums, and I'm sure you can see all the little green tufts. Those are alliums and or daffodils. And look at this this gorgeous little hellebore. So I have a bunch of beautiful plants back here. I have hellebores, I have a stilby, brunnera, just a bunch of really nice things. And I'm doing a tree line garden. Look at this, guys, how pretty. I'm doing a tree line garden in the front of the house, and I'm going to move all of those plants, and I'm just going to do bulbs back here and a ground cover, and it is Pachysandra. And I'm sure you can see the Pachysandra. It's that stuff right there. It's everywhere, and I have been propagating it so that I can just fill this whole section. Otherwise, this is a weedy mess full of like oh my God, we got rid of like this whole section. We did this whole section. It was like blackberries and raspberries and just a bunch of thorny stuff. So I have another hellebore there, which is almost in bloom. And this beautiful little hellebore here. You can see how gorgeous that is. But yeah, so the only hydrangea that does well is this guy. And I think it's because he gets beautiful sun. But every other hydrangea, and they've been here for quite some time, they're extremely tiny. They have suffered. So I'm going to do my pinky winkies behind my greenhouse and then the limelights in the tree line area. So now we are going to my garden, which you saw under snow. I have all this stuff laying on this cardboard here because I don't want the cardboard to fly off. So, oh, let me show you the rocks that were in the garden. I'm thinking about doing like paths with some of these throughout the garden because you'll see that it's almost extremely difficult to walk around because of like all of the things that are coming up. I have a ton of alliums and daffodils coming up, you can see, and peony. And the bad thing is that these beds were not here last year, like this one and this one. So I have to come in here, and you have to be very careful. As you can see, there is an allium right there. So you have to watch where you step, but I am going to have to move this allium, these alliums, and this allium because my goal is to make the whole thing look like that. Just in the bed area, let me turn you around. If you can kind of visualize what I'm thinking of, is the entire center path being rocked along with the sides here and here being rocked all the way to back where the arbor is laid down, where I'm going to put the greenhouse. All of my leaves have kind of moved around in the bed. So this bed here was covered in leaves and they blew away, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is take some of this soil out of here and put some in the back 2 beds so that I can kind of top off all the beds with like a good compost and new raised bed mix just to have it nice and fresh. And I think I'm going to try to do the arches, like put them in. Oh, we have a train coming. Sorry about that, guys. But my goal is to put the arches in that I bought this weekend and just transfer over some dirt from the front to the back just so that I have more than, you can see here, there's like going to be, I don't know, 4 inches. I want there to be at least, 5 to 6, if not more, inches of nice, good, healthy soil. Looking around the garden, you can see that I have, this is like a black-eyed Susan here. I have some Rebecca, and I still have my hydrangeas and blueberries covered because it is still extremely cold. But you can see that I have, look at how cute they are, the sedums, and I have daffodils and alliums just coming up everywhere. I kept the 2 chairs there to keep the deer away from my tree. Okay, so just a quick, let me get closer to the tree. I gotta watch my step. As you can see, they're everywhere. I kind of planted them kind of like a loony. I should have rethought that, but whatever. So I just want to show you the tree. It does need some extreme pruning. It had some damage by the deer. You can see right here. Oops, you can't see. So this whole branch was damaged. And what I'm going to do is take it all the way back to here, which is why I left these kind of like small spindly branches, because if you can imagine with that branch down or out, it's gonna almost do like a little cup thing. You know what I mean? Like a vase shape. And once it has fruited at the end of the summer, maybe beginning of fall, I'm going to cut it hard, cut it really hard back. Now, just a little note to give. See these here? These are little spurs. You do not want to cut those off. Those are fruiting spurs. It is very important that you leave those on. Those are going to, have some fruit for you. But I hate how this tree's looking. And again, unfortunately, like Mother Nature has its own plan and the deer took it out. So it just this is what it is. But if you can imagine, I'm just going to bring all this way back. It's going to be harsh, and I don't really know what's going to come of the tree, but it is what it is, and it's something that has to get done because I do not like what it looks like. Okay, so a few things. I'm just watching my step because I don't want to step on anything. I am going to remove the fig that you see there and put that in a pot actually. And I've decided that I am going to, I gotta watch my step. Look at how cute, more sedum. There's alliums and just everything everywhere. Okay. So what I'm going to do is build a bed for my berries. I'm going to move this guy out, boom, that guy out, and I'm gonna put a bed kind of like where you see those last alliums all the way over, probably like a 5x3, and put both my berries in there and build a little berry cage for the berries. And then the rest of the garden is gonna move up. We do have to go tree shopping this weekend. I am looking for a nectarine, not a nectarine, I'm sorry, an apricot tree. And the apricot tree, I'm probably going to put like right here or right here. I'm not quite sure yet. So all of this is just going to move forward. Like all of this grass is no longer going to be here. I'm thinking about moving this hydrangea. I'm not exactly sure where, and I can't remember the hydrangea name. If I can remember, I will put it up on the screen. But these are, there's a mini malvette here, and I think the other one is I can't remember, but these do really well with the black walnut tree, which is why I'm going to keep those there. That one's got to move. It's still too close to the black walnut. I'm getting rid of this tree. Someone is going to pick that up. I don't want it. And then I have 3 bobos. 1, 2, 3 bobos back here that are going to go in the landscaping by the new rose bed or rose garden that I'm going to plant. This twig here that's been eaten up by the deer, that is a Pinky Winky. And I'm going to put the Pinky Winkies behind the greenhouse. But everything looks really good. I know it really doesn't, but meaning it does. All of my alliums and things are coming up and I feel really good about it. But I am going to, you can see here, just everything's going to be brought out to here. So that'll look really, really nice. And this poor statue, she's seen better days, but I really do like her. I think she's super precious. And what else? Oh, look, the creeping Jenny looks pretty good. You can see that. I love creeping Jenny. I think I'm going to plant it throughout the entire back. I am going to come along and get rid of some of this for Cynthia. This whole back section is for Cynthia, and it was here when we first moved in. And I actually really like it. It's not ugly. It's actually really pretty. What I don't like is that it just never stops growing. It's so big. But I am going to go ahead and let me scoot down, remove just, I don't know, like right here, just to have a little bit more space in the garden. And then I need to get rid of, see, I hate, like we have a lot of land, and everything from if someone throws something out their window, it just flies into our property, and it's so annoying. Only good news about this is that this is newspaper, and it's not so terrible, but it's frustrating because yuck, I'm just going to put that in here until I take it inside. So here, I'm going to get rid of this whole for Cynthia's section. I'm just going to whack it all back so that I can start my hydrangeas. This whole back is going to be Pinky Winkies, all behind my greenhouse. I hope it works out. I think it'll look nice. I'm so looking forward to getting mulch and just starting this process, because this, I can see it from my window and I flippin' hate it. It's so nasty. It just looks like trashy cardboard without it being covered. And I've been collecting those sticks because I am going to build a bed, the vegetable bed by the house, or I'm sorry, the herb, whatever I put there, the bed that's going to be by the house. And so I'm going to fill it with sticks and stuff. The bed that I do the blueberries in, I'm not going to fill it with anything. It's just going to be all soil, because I don't want it to drop, because those berries are just going to be there. I'm not going to, it's not something that I get to top off and replant. I want to make sure that all the soil is like good, fresh soil, and it's not going to dip down low. And I think I am going to put my strawberries around my blueberries. Yeah, but it's looking pretty good. I'm really happy about, a lot of things. I'm extremely overwhelmed between finishing this stuff by the house, finishing the blackberries, because that needs to get done this, like there's no like stopping that project. So it really does have to get done. But I'm really excited. I did a lot of bouquets of daffodils everywhere, which you guys can see. I just love that look. And I'm so excited about the idea of having the tree line full of daffodils also. So I think that's all I got. Ooh, it's happening. I'm really happy. Really quickly, I have been looking at my garlic beds and they are showing no signs of life. I am terrified. Now, we did have a brutal winter. It is still extremely freezing, and it was snowing at the beginning of this video, so it's very possible they're just in there. I just hope that they didn't rot. I did this last year and they did well, so we'll see. I don't know. Wish me luck, because I would be very upset if I lose all of my garlic. I have a local hardneck in there. I have elephant garlic in here, and then I have hardneck garlic in that one too. I'm excited. I'm really excited to get to work. We're buying a lot of things this weekend to start the bed building process for the blueberries and by the house. I really just gotta buckle down, That is all I have for today. I am just grateful that we are getting close to doing stuff. I just really got to buckle down. It's been extremely cold, and I've had lots of busy weekends. So it's been kind of hard to finish a project. Like, I started the rocks and then I hurt my wrist. What a nightmare. Anyway, not on the rocks. I woke up hurting. Anyway. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And yeah, I'm so excited. How close are you guys? I'm about 7 weeks out, so I'm really excited. But anyway, if you didn't get it done today, remember, there is always tomorrow. Thanks for watching.